Pegasus Communications presents Friends with Benefits, written by Biola Olatunde, inspired by the book To the Survivors by Robert Otaro. Hello and welcome to The Survivors. My name is Biola Olatunde. At this day and age, when both parents need an income to keep body and soul together, when we need to get the best for our children, either male or female, sometimes other unplanned factors come in. What is the boarding system in the country now? How are the children we put in boarding houses faring? You put a sweet innocent child in a boarding house and a secretive adolescent comes back. Please listen to this story. As usual, all characters, locations have no bearing to any place or person.
Pat, you did not come for prep.
No, sis, Keke. I have headache.
Then see Mrs. Abioye, the house mistress.
Definitely not. I don't think she likes me.
But why, Pat? It is a job to look after us.
She says I look like a robin. I am not a bird.
Never mind that. See her so she will treat the headache.
I wish I can really talk to someone, Sister Kike.
I suspect you want to talk about Senior Rose.
So you noticed?
Yeah.
I don't want a school mother.
Looks like a tradition in this school.
Can we say no?
What exactly is the problem, Pat?
You see, she's always touching me and breathes funny when she does that.
I know what you mean.
I don't like the way her hands wander all over me. I don't like it.
I know what you mean, and you are afraid, right?
Yes, Sister Kike. She said I am a friend with benefits. What does that mean?
Friend with benefits? It means she has the right to touch you as she pleases, whenever, wherever, however. That is real trouble. You are her girl. Some seniors are like that. Senior Grace, my school mother, warned me about such people.
Oh my God, oh, I am scared. You know, she wants to take me out tonight.
If you break bounds and her cut, you are on your own, no?
She says it is behind the technical building during prep.
And so you are hiding here away from her?
Yes, no.
Let's go and see Senior Grace. We don't have to tell her about, but she will do something.
Okay.
She helped me with Senior Tayo when she wanted to download.
Download? What does that mean?
When they Google, it means they use their hands all over you. Download is different and more horrible. They did it to Anike.
Hey, Jesus, it sounds terrible, oh. Hey, but it is only moms and dads that do that to each other now.
Come, let's go. If she finds you here, then there is a serious wahala. Grandma, I'm so happy you are here.
I can see that. But why do you look thin?
It is called diet.
Diet at your age?
Mom says I should be a size 10.
At this rate, you will be a size 0. How is school?
Fine, Grandma. Hey, can you ask Mom if she can change my school? I promise to keep up with my grades.
That's a more job for your dad.
Dad does whatever Mom says. It is Mom who needs to convince.
Why, Kike? You seem happy there.
Yeah, but my school mother is leaving. And I'm not so sure I am looking forward to Senior Dupe. She has been giving that once over look, and once I caught her staring at me in a silly way.
Suppose you tell me exactly what is bothering you.
Okay. I think Senior Dupe wants to happen to me. She is a happening girl and would like me to give her benefits. She has been uploading on me recently like they did to Pat, and wants to be my babe with benefit.
Will you speak proper English and translate all you just threw at me?
But I spoke English, Grandma.
What is a happening girl? And what do you mean upload? Download? Is that your computer class? Your mom talks like that, but not me. Why don't you explain?
Alright, let me explain.
Why do we think that all young persons have lost their morals?
I don't think that's the problem, Tino. What goes on in this boarding school these days? Teachers are expected to stand in locus parentis to the students in the school. You are speaking big grammar when a child is sexually abused by a fellow student or even a teacher. What do you think we should do?
See, I am sometimes at wit's end.
You had better be sharp about this. We are talking about my granddaughter here. What do you think Banji is going to say when he gets to hear?
He's going to hear about it, Grandma. He will want to know why I want to change his daughter's school and the fact to be in the fire then.
Kike is scared to go back. Talk about fright.
Thank you, Grandma, for listening and letting me know. It is also a warning for me to move closer to my child. One should never be too busy to have time for your child.
Talk to your friends also, Tino. You can't have eyes at the back of your head, but if she knows, you will make time to listen.
I will. In fact, I'm taking her out so she can talk to me.
To the Survivors, a program on rape, sexual violence, and domestic violence. It will come up every Wednesday from 12:15 p.m. to 1 p.m. on this station, Breeze FM 91.9. Tune in, send your messages, be one with us. Rape is a stain on humanity. Let's stop and act against all issues of rape.
Kike, I saw the condoms in your bag. Who is he?
My bag? Oh, you saw the condoms?
Yes, Kike. I don't think you are old enough to have boyfriends yet.
No, I don't even want a boyfriend or even a girlfriend. Perhaps people should just leave me alone. Not every young person is thinking about sex 24/7.
I agree. But there is condom in your bag, my young lady.
Oh, mommy, some guys came to our school to give us sex education talk and gave us condoms.
You are in a girls' school.
Yes, mom, but we also need to know about unwanted pregnancies. When a girl makes out with another girl, will she get pregnant? Oops.
Kike, what is going on in your school?
Mom, can we change school? I can maintain my grades anywhere, mom.
Talk to me, Kike. I will listen. I am your mother. What really is going on?
I'm scared, Mom. Sister Grace is changing school. Everyone is eyeing me. They think they will be able to download benefits now that she is leaving.
Okay.
Sister Grace has been protecting me from the happening babes.
Okay.
They think I am her babe, so they have left me alone. If I return after this school term, they will arrange to feather me. I just don't know.
Feather?
Yes, Mom. It's a term that they use in the school when a senior girl approaches a younger student for friendship.
Okay.
They ask her to be their friend with benefits.
Okay.
They don't really like the girls to say no. However, if she says no, they pretend that they have accepted and another senior does the toasting. They then decide to feather the girl.
Okay.
On that night, they ask the girl to come to a room and wait for light out. When everywhere is quiet, they pass a sheet round the bed and one girl sleeps close. She will gag the unsuspecting girl and the rest of the girls come into that room. She is feathered, Mom. She can't report because they will insist that nobody touched her. They did it to Awa, my friend.
Lord in heaven. That is gang rape of a girl by girls.
It is called uploading benefits, Mom. I don't want to upload for anybody, Mom. Sister Grace never asked me to sleep on her bed, and one senior asked me to do that now. And she will put talcum powder on the bed, and she talks funny.
Nobody is going to feather you, okay? Heavens, can't you report to your house mistress?
Miss Olakweju, as soon as the principal leaves, she goes out to sleep with her boyfriend in town.
I see. So you are left unprotected in the night.
More or less.
See, I'll talk to your dad, okay? When he gets home tonight. Thanks for sharing, okay?
Thanks, Mom. Grandma said it was okay to share with you. She didn't get most of my logo though.
I didn't either.
I think the world has finally come to an end.
Banji, your pacing is making me dizzy. Oh.
You expect me to sit still after that bombshell, Tinu?
Maybe not, but your pacing, you're just going up and down since morning.
Don't tell me not to pace when I lay my hands on...
Oh, your daughter has not been molested, yet just stands in danger now that her own protector is leaving school. This sort of thing was whispered at when I was in school. That is why I was reluctant to allow her to go to a boarding school.
We are changing her school and she will go from home.
Yes, you can do that. But what about parents who don't have a choice?
So what can we do?
If parents talk to their children and parents monitor what happens to their children in boarding houses and teachers make keen observations and are accessible to the issues.
We should be more alert as parents. It is not enough paying the fees, but we must see the higher responsibilities to the creator of the gift of the children, to us.
You're listening to The Survivors on Breeze FM 91.9. We should be more alert as parents. It is not enough paying the school fees, but we must see the higher responsibilities to the creator of the gift of the child, to us. See our responsibilities to the creator of the gift of the child, to us. Your child is a gift. It's not enough to pay the school fees. It's not enough that you feed the child and clothe the child. What have you done with the spirit, the morality of the child? Kule, welcome to the program, To the Survivors. Did you go to boarding house? Have you heard what happens in boarding houses?
Yes.
You would like to share?
Yes, there was one of my friends told me when I was doing my postgraduate, and he said the coach would call the student in and the coach would tell them to put off their wares,
shorts.
yes, and the coach would begin to play with their genitals. Then after a while he would tell some of the students to go out, then he would lock the door. So we have so many things like that.
There was also the story of 4 boys that happened about a couple of weeks back, who reported that after the coach had finished with them, he shaved their pubic hair. There were boys in boarding houses. They now reported to their parents and the parents raised the alarm. Why would the coach shave the pubic hairs of the boys he had just molested? Ayokunle Ajishafe, welcome to The Survivors. You want to give us a comment on what happens in such a situation as that? I know you are supposed to be a practicing pastor.
I'm not a pastor. I'm an entertainer.
Okay, I'm hearing.
I'm an entertainer and I'm also an advocate. I think we don't or we can't pinpoint where the world is going to. A lot of things are just going crazy. It's not because it's new, it's just the rate at which is becoming a norm drives sane people crazy. So I think we just need to be on the lookout to keep our own sanity and the sanity of our relatives, our children, our society. Because if we don't do anything about it, we're just going to wake up one morning and discover that the world is insane.
The world, as far as I'm concerned, is already insane. Benedicta, as a young woman, did you ever go to a boarding house? What happened there?
A lot happened.
You like to share?
Yes, starting from the fact that just like the story that was read to us, when you get into GS1, you have a school mother.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the motive for the school giving such rules, or let me say lay down rules, is so that we can take care of ourselves.
Mhm.
A GS1 kid could be 10 years old, 11 years old, 9. We even have 8
Yeah.
who don't know
Understood.
how to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
That was the initial motive. But at the point when I got to SS1, they had to stop it because it was getting crazy. Having a school daughter, instead of taking care of her, of course you take care of her. School don't even complain when you eat her provisions. But the next thing is you do this, we call it lesbianism then.
Yes.
And
It is still called lesbianism now.
So the next thing, that's what they are doing with the child, a young student who don't know much, who don't know the particular house mistress to report to, who is even still scared of the house mistress, despite not talk of reporting rather. Though we had house mistresses living amidst us, yet they could not sort out everything. They could not see everything as it is happening at every time. So it was really happening until they said any lesbian court will go on suspension. At the point, almost the whole school was going on suspension. Seniors, to be precise, they are used to it. Like, they just see this girl, especially pretty young and rich girls. Looks like maybe those who are not from a rich background seems to be, they don't look so.
They're not attractive.
Yeah,
because
they're not
they get to
attractive.
use those girls to make money for themselves.
Yeah, so but pretty young girls coming into the boarding school, that's the next thing. In fact, not only among seniors and juniors, I remember at a point even among mates. The thing first started like school mother among mates.
Or school sister.
Yes, what's all this? Before then we call her mom, say our matron. She now noticed this thing was getting rampant. If a girl first sick, the next one gets sick, she was wondering, is the sickness transferred? And that was, they started checking it. If someone has asthma and she fainted, the other one is going to faint because of ulcer. We never knew it was because they were lesbians and they were trying to do the love thing, and if you die, I die, all those kind of thing.
Oh, really?
Yes. So when she's in SS1A, the other one is in SS1D, you know how far it is. But when there's someone fainted, the whole school is going to be in this
Opera.
thing. Yeah, and the school bus is trying to transfer someone. Then the other one hears that this is the person who fainted, or the next thing is somebody
person
else
has
has
fainted.
fainted. This thing was funny, and though to us it was like, wow, the school is interesting since you are not involved, you know. So you just take it as fun.
But you girls know what was going
But
on.
we knew what was going on. It started from
Did
the
you
school.
ever think of talking to your parents?
No, because I just felt since I was not involved, they talked to their parents though, and I never felt like I should talk to my parents. I was not involved and I was safe. I was free. My school mother was so nice. She was not that bad.
She was like his sister Grace.
Yes.
So that's why you were enjoying it.
Yeah, that's why I was enjoying. I just watch and see what's going on and laugh at them. Like, when you grow, you'll be wondering that, did I really do this? Then another thing that was happening then was, we believed it was demon, because there was this particular student who came to the school from GSS1 this time around. She was one possessing our friends, because GS1 are meant to be in the same room so that seniors will not write them, apart from the school mothers they have. Now this particular girl is one that now transfers the stuff, like they go to the back of the toilet, they buy candle, and I was wondering, what are you using candle for? It was confusing.
I'm trying not to
Besides,
shiver.
like,
I'm
but-
trying very hard not to shiver.
but you just, I'm sure you'll carry Bible and then you want to share that.
All weapons fashioned against me will not
Yes, that's like
Serena Grace, if I understand right, you also went to boarding house. Can you please come and share this story that we have just dramatized? Is it real? Does it really happen in boarding houses?
It really happens, but I was very, very lucky because I was a day student till SS3. And for me, it was fun for me because we're part of the girls that used to bust there, that used to catch people doing crazy stuff during prep time or during closing hour or during all those break times, and yeah. But it never happened to me. But when I got to SS3, I received like 2 or 3 love letters at
From
some point.
fellow girls?
From fellow girls.
That's
who
all right.
told me I could eat their provision for free. You know, we will have
Those were your benefits.
those are the benefits then. But
Really?
I remember then what happened to me was I probably would have enjoyed the benefits, but I mistakenly threw the letter in front of the class. So a lot of students got to read the letter and the whole thing just got serious. Like, hey, senior so is asking senior so ask out. So that was how the whole thing stopped there. Nobody really sent me.
You
They
spoiled
didn't
the
like
game.
me. They didn't like me anymore. So
I
but it
will-
was a serious
It was
issue.
rampant.
A lot of girls got disvirgined
By a fellow
by
girl
a fellow girl
using.
in school.
Oh boy.
I don't know how they did it, but
But
it
they did
happened.
it.
Yeah.
And so lesbianism wasn't an issue that you knew came from the person. it was most times introduced by
It was most times introduced to people, yeah.
Shegun.
Yep,
You went to a boarding house.
I did briefly twice.
Did you ever hear a story like what the two girls have just told us?
I kind of heard rumors, really. I think I remember a friend of mine at some point in time telling me something. But I just had a very, very innocent mind growing up, so all those things don't stick.
Did you have a school father?
Yes, I had school fathers.
You had school brothers?
I don't know about school brothers though. What we had was school fathers. I know that the first time in my JS, my parents handed me over to a school father who had two other school sons, and he looked out for me. We were in the army cadets together, basically, so it was fun.
What's really the situation when you have a school mother or you have a school father? What are you expected to do as a school daughter?
Okay, well, in my school then, you had a school daughter. For example, if you're in SS3, you have a school daughter in SS1. So that school daughter happens to be the one that does all the work for you. She'll fetch water, do your
Domestic
laundry.
servant without pay.
Exactly. So then other seniors will now feel, okay, since she's doing all the services, let me involve her in some more services.
In other services.
In other services.
Your
dear.
school is different from ours. Our school fathers protected us from other villains. I mean, I could literally run to them if I had issues with any other seniors, and then, or depending on the school father you had, some seniors will just not touch you. If
Yeah, I remember I used to have
Yeah,
a school father. You couldn't punish me because of my school
uh,
father.
if you had, so that's the situation we had.
Ours was like the direct opposite. We hated our school brothers. They were like witches.
Oh,
We
they
were
were
able-
they were imposed on you. You
they were
didn't
imposed
choose.
on us. We
Oh
were not
dear.
able to choose. Somebody would just from nowhere, maybe a living senior would just hand over the person to you by force, and then you just become that person's servant.
This time I want to bring in an elderly person. I want to bring in our unofficially but already known to us now as our lawyer, Barrister. What do you think?
Yes, I happen I did not have experience of boarding school.
Boarding schools.
I attended a day school all through my secondary school days. So in that vein, I cannot really talk about what happened in secondary school except what I heard from people, and I may not be able to base my
On hearsay because you're a lawyer.
on what I hear from other people. But my children attended boarding school, and I don't really hear much from them. But I know that at times when they are about resuming in school, some doesn't like going to resume, just as we have had
In
from
this
the
drama.
Like the girl telling the mother, discussing with the grandmother on the need to change her school. Initially, she did not want to open up.
Yes.
So I've had such experience too. My daughter will be telling me that she doesn't like to return to school, and that whenever she's approaching the school, she now begins to feel sick. Even till now, that she has left the school and she's in the university.
So she must had a very bad experience.
She'll
after.
tell me that immediately she's getting closer to the school, she's feeling
Sick.
sick.
Yeah, you never
We had
checked
to-
why?
I asked, and she could not really open up to tell me, but eventually I changed the school. I took her
Okay,
away
good
from
for
the
you.
school.
So you will have felt empathy with a lady who wanted
So
her
that
school
one
change.
really made me understand why, they may not really tell you this is the reason why I want to change or whatever. They may not want to come out and tell the reason, but I had to change her school. So my view about it is that it is really happening in school. Some of those vices that children exhibit outside, most of
They have learned
they
from
learnt
secondary
them
schools.
From secondary school, right? from
And these
secondary-
days now, parents are becoming more harassed, so they even send their children to boarding schools, even in primary schools. Some primary schools now have boarding houses.
I went
that's
to a boarding
you-
primary school briefly.
Briefly,
primary school.
Yeah.
you want to share your experience maybe?
I mean, it was just primary school. I didn't have any issues. In fact, I think I was the oldest. It
You
was
are-
three
you are
of
lucky.
us. What I mean is, the third born of the house. I think she was in primary one or so. So, and it was fun. That was when we started washing our clothes by ourselves. We didn't have any serious issues. The only thing that was the case, like we were missing home. Missing home. That was all. and then we look forward to our parents coming to see us, because then they would bring fried meat and all those stuff. But it wasn't a bad experience for me, all in all, for three of us. We didn't have any serious. So I'm used to having boarding experience and all that, and no issues. I don't know. Maybe I'm just unique.
It seems some private schools that run boarding schools, it seems the experience there is different from boarding
Public schools.
Public schools.
Yeah, because most of the stories I've heard about these sexual molestations, the gang rape that was described, happened to come from a government secondary school.
Especially girls' school.
Girls' schools.
Yes.
But I also heard that even some boys' school managed by the government, as long as it's boarding, that there are certain types of abuses that go on.
Let's say single schools.
Single schools, single sex schools,
Single sex
not
schools.
co-educational schools.
Yes.
Okay. What do you think we can do?
I think there is no hide and fast rule to what to be done. But individually, parents at home should be on the lookout and always check on the kids. Because during the course of the playlet, somebody mentioned that an innocent girl is sent to the school
And
What
she comes
we have
out
in return
a
is
secretive adolescent.
adolescent.
Yes.
So those kids can be secretive.
Yes, they are.
You may not be able to really find out what's happening to them.
They've
but you
learned
can-
to keep their own pain to themselves.
Yes, but you can take action if you discover that it seems this thing is not going on in the normal way. You can quickly take action. You can change the school, because I cannot say that boarding school should be scrapped. I cannot say that
Since it serves a
parents-
particular purpose.
Yes, I cannot say that parents should stop sending their kids to boarding school, but parents should be extra vigilant.
Serena Grace, in your boarding school, you had what we will call loosely a guidance and counseling person. Did you ever think it was essential for you to share your experiences with the guidance and counseling person?
Okay, personally, our guidance and counseling woman was very, very strict.
Okay.
Then she was more like a witch. Then
Oh, she didn't feel motherly to
she
you.
didn't feel motherly to any of us, so the guidance and counseling department was just like a no-go area for most of the students, because she was just very mean. I still remember her face till today. She was very black and very mean.
So she minded more of a demon.
Yeah, and then when they're having their guidance and counseling talks, I think it was every Friday, then it's just about 1 hour of our time. She will come and flog everybody out of the classrooms to go for guidance and counseling by force. Then we'll get there and we'll start playing and making noise. Then she will still flog us. So why are they stopping us with the guidance?
So what was the
So-
essence of being a guidance and counseling?
So I didn't get the concept then till I got older. Then I understood. Okay, guidance.
This is
and
what she was
counseling
supposed to be
units,
doing.
Yeah, should have done this. Probably girls who were molested then would have felt freer to open up and talk about things they were going through. But she was just too mean to us then.
Shogun, in your own opinion of what goes on now, what do you think could have been done?
Well, we have a situation where we have people from different backgrounds, different understanding, different worldviews, and all that comes together. For me, if, for instance, we have a clear vision and everyone is made to understand that that's a rallying point or a unifying form for people to follow, I think it would be easy for people to at least try to live by the laws, either unwritten or written. Because if there's no law, for instance, then
There's no offense.
Yeah, there's no offense. So most people are basically ignorant of all these things. Most people don't have an idea, and if they know better, and of course, let me start from the home point as well. If we have parents actually talk about these issues and educate their children before they get into school and get to hear about these things from other people, it would have been just better, because a child that is well formed and informed from interactions with the parents on such issues will be able to stand better and probably influence people to change such behavior rather than be part of it, because all of this is going to boil down to parenting. What are parents doing? We basically grew up in an era where, how dare you speak to your parents or interact with your parents, or be close with your parents or play football with your parents. We grew up in an era where children are seen, not heard. So if you can't share, then most of the children actually get their first information on sex, for instance, in school. Most of our daughters get their first experience of even their menstrual period in school, and that's not supposed to be. That is wrong in itself. So this is
an information age.
Yeah, for our parents, yes, you have to fend for the children. You have to pay the school fees. You have to put food on the table for them. But much more than that, you need to find time to interact with these children and at least give them your own level of understanding of what you know about these issues, be it sex, be it puberty, be it growing up, and at least they would have an understanding before they are exposed, to other things. Then when they get exposed, they can come back and say, wow, this is what I found outside. And then you can say, well, this is that. You just have that conversation and it will help them make better decisions or better choices still. So I will take it down to the parents being there for their children. That's important and critical.
Like your colleague just shared with me now, if you make it look like sex is a shameful act, then you will have given the child the rationale to think it cannot be discussed. Parents should step up and be ready to discuss issues, particularly sexual education. When we say sexual education, you're not teaching the child how to make love to a member of the opposite sex.
No.
You are just teaching that child what to expect and what to understand.
If I come in.
Yes, please come in.
Person now starts capturing the whole place.
Yes.
Okay, so we're watching movies with my kids, and then there's a kissing scene.
Yeah. And then
So-
your mom tell you cover your face.
No, so I tell what I do.
Did your mom ever tell you to cover your face?
I look at all of them and ask them one after the other, what are they doing? So they tell me what they are doing. I say, do they look like children to you? They say no. Good. See, they are adults. They may not be married, but they are adults. So don't think about this now.
So you're talking about age appropriate instruction.
Yeah.
There are certain
Because-
things you tell a child at 2, there are certain things you tell a child at 10, and when the child enters into puberty, into adolescence, you start
apart
teaching
from
that child.
Apart from that, you can't be there all the time.
Okay.
For these children, you can't be there all the time. Sometimes they go to visit some people that maybe don't have the same values like you,
Yes.
or don't care about what their children watch.
I like that word you put. Who
Uh-huh.
don't have values.
Same values.
Yeah, so
But they don't really care
so
about.
they see a movie that they probably don't see at home and get exposed. I mean, we've had cases like that, you understand, where some children got exposed to porn in another person's house.
Yes.
Basically, you just have to be ready for all this. You have to have prepared your mind. So what is most likely to happen, for instance, if my children get into that situation, is they are most likely to say, my daddy has told me, or my mommy has told me that this is not right. It's because they have the information. Their curiosity is not likely going to be piqued for them to now be saying, let's try this out, because we've had this conversation. I'll keep having this conversation from time to time. So that's why I say it is important for parents to be open.
It's not shrouded in secrecy.
Yes, it is not shrouded in secrecy. You're not making a mystery out of it or making a fetish out of it, but give them appropriate information as informed by your own values and belief system. Because ultimately, the value system and belief system of your children are first formed or expected to be formed by the parent. But if you leave that to the society, then you have yourself to blame, basically, if you don't take that responsibility. Like that last line said, the Creator's gift to us. So if you don't play your role as a responsible parent, then you are leaving those children exposed to other people who do that for you, and you may not like the outcome.
Essentially, what you just said is, when we are given a child, it is a gift as well as a responsibility. You hand back to the society a well-balanced child, or you hand over to the Almighty your reports that have failed your business as a parent.
So, incidentally, Mr. Shegun, are you trying to say that day school is better than boarding school?
No, I've not.
Barrister has already said we can't dispense with the boarding school
For me,
because it functions for some parents. Okay, federal schools insist that the senior girls in senior class have to be in boarding houses. And the reason is very simple, that they want to be able to teach them, train them to pass their final exams. They all like to score this 100% thing.
Yeah,
So
beyond
it is
that-
a law.
No, beyond that, for me,
Yes.
One of the things that I would say that a boarding system helped me to achieve as a person.
Because you're a boy.
Yeah, because I'm a boy.
Exactly.
But all my siblings, all of us at some point in time went to.
Were they all boys?
No.
You had girls?
Yeah, I had girls.
You had sisters who
I
went
had
to boarding
sisters
houses?
Who went to boarding schools. In
Just,
fact,
just checking, I happened to attend the school in the course of my going to school, a day school that was more rotten than a boarding school. What
When you say rotten, what do you mean?
the
Well, in terms of the things
atrocities
that go on.
perpetrated
yeah.
in the classroom.
Where were the
Classes
teachers?
are going on. The school is still going on. I don't.
Where were the teachers? They don't have teachers in the school?
They have teachers.
And the teachers were blind?
Maybe the teachers are part of.
Don't also forget that these students understand the fact that the teachers are looking out for them, and they too are being careful. It's the person that is caught that is a thief,
Ah.
a sinner, or an offender.
Oh, boy.
So,
Like our politics.
you understand?
I'm not going to bring politics into this.
So it's not a function of going to boarding house or day students. I remember students smooching each other while lecture is going on. Day students, they didn't have to wait till night.
At this point,
I know some
I would
people-
like to draw the curtain. This is an issue that goes on and on and on. We would like to thank our sponsors, Robert Taro and friends, who have gathered round to ensure that we can have this program. Like we've always said, if you do have questions, thoughts, suggestions, please send text to WhatsApp 0803-472-3894. I still want to thank everybody else. I would like to thank Shegun Omojola for being part of this excitement. I'd like to thank Serena Grace, Petite, Beautiful, and particularly our lawyer barrister Toyin Odunayo, who has consistently been with us. Ayokule Ajishafe, Kunle Gold, Benedicta. I've been very inspired by what you've all done. I'd like to thank Oluwaseun Olajorin for being the hand on the button, peaceful, patient, and enterprising for all the time we spent together. I'd also like to thank Fumi Olasogba, the executive producer of this program, for believing and deciding that we're worth celebrating and giving us the opportunity to come on her station. This is Biola Ola today. I'll see you next week.